Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Real Casperry, and today we are doing something that I am going to call Cassie's Cozy Corner of Sass because, yeah, let's just be honest here. If I am not in my cozies and I do not have my coffee for this one, I am not going to be able to remain calm for this one. Oh, heaven. So, our topic for today just so happens to be something that disgusts me so very, very much. And I don't really know how else to put it other than this is abso-fucking-lutely revolting. It really is. Because I'm not going to sit here and say that family channels are the absolute worst thing to have ever happened to humanity. I'm really not. Like, that is not something that I am going to do at all. But I am going to say that there is an ethical way to do family vlogging. There really is. There's a very ethical way to do it. And it happens to involve absolutely not putting your children anywhere near the camera in any way, shape, or form, and not sharing absolutely any of their public information. Any of their private information, sorry. Do not share any of your children's private information online, especially their medical information. Like, seriously, lady, what are you doing? Okay? Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Rachel Hughes. Now, she used to have a YouTube channel called The House of Hughes, which was quite literally just a family channel full of her completely exploiting her ill child with cerebral palsy. Now, she still has her YouTube channel. However, she has put all of her videos onto a second channel, Rachel Hughes, or at Rachel Hughes, if you want to. I don't suggest you go check it out. We are going to be doing that in this specific video anyhow. So, I'm going to read off a Reddit post before we get started that somebody has put up. It says, I found Rachel's YouTube after she shared videos detailing the story of her first pregnancy and a car accident that forced her son to be born prematurely. I was pregnant at the time, and so stuff like this caught my attention. In those videos, I think she shared a few photos of her son while in the NICU, but it was mostly her telling her story. I think that these story time videos did well for her, and she started vlogging. I watched a few of the vlogs out of curiosity of how her son was doing, but it quickly became clear to me that she was desperate to put out regular content and began oversharing. The only video I ever commented on was her showing her maybe 4-year-old son in his bed covered in his own poop. It felt like such a violation of her son, and when I commented such, it was quickly deleted. I don't watch the videos anymore, but they sometimes come up, and today I had a look at her channel. I can't believe it, but the exploitation has gotten worse. The thumbnails are getting more clickbaity and outlandish. The video titled Intense Surgery Details for Our Disabled Son is sponsored by Temu. I had a look on some of the comments of the newest videos and I cannot find a single negative one, leading me to believe that she is still very closely monitoring the comments. It feels insane to allow this sort of thing to happen, let alone make a considerable amount of money off of it. Okay, so I personally did leave a comment on one of her videos just to see, because I flat out asked, here's a question, dear, is there a reason that you're exploiting your children and their medical information for views? Can you explain that one to me, sweetie? Miss Rachel Hughes. So, first look. Oh my gosh. Beckham's results. Beckham has finally been tested for autism. Oh, Lord. Someone broke into our house. That's just flat out clickbait. I think it was an elf on the shelf. Nobody broke into their house. 3 massive medical updates for Beckham. Diagnosed twice in 2 weeks. Special needs school parade. Really? Oh my gosh. I can't. And this one really bugs me. So we're going to... We are going to start this video from the beginning. And see I'm going to show you guys exactly why I think all of this is so controversial, because it really is. It's I really don't know what else to say other than this is gross. Like, it's just flat out disgusting, and I can't. So let's start it off. Blakely is hospitalized with Beckham, and it was apparently an absolute nightmare. This was 8 months ago, and the amount that their kids have been in the hospital since.
They're really concerned about how much she's retracting.
I don't even know how this is real. Like, I really don't even know how this is real. Like, I really don't.
Gosh.
We just left the hospital, and my mom is watching Blakely, and she called me and was like, hey, where is your pulse oximeter to measure Blakely's oxygen and see, like, where she's saturating?
First off, if you have a child that has a lung condition that requires them to have that and to have it monitored on a regular basis, should that not be something that you have directly accessible right in front of your babysitter? Like, that should be something that is in direct eyesight of your babysitter, if I'm not incorrect. That way they can, and they should obviously be trained in how to use it. That way they can put it on and let you know, hey, the kid's not doing that great. We have all of the equipment set up. Can you please come home and make sure that we're doing everything correctly and check all of her levels so that we know if we have to immediately take her to the hospital.
And obviously, we freaked out a little bit. We're like, what's going on? Blakely has a cold. And you guys know she really struggles with her oxygen when she has a cold. This little girl is literally saturated.
Exactly my point. If this child struggles with her oxygen when she has a cold, and she has a cold, why the hell would you, one, leave her with the babysitter in the first place, and two, knowing that you're leaving her with the babysitter, why would you not leave out the equipment and make it so that whoever is watching your kid has to search for it? That's fucking ridiculous. And three, once again, there are very, very ethical ways to do family vlogging. However, this is not an ethical way to do family vlogging. An ethical way to do family vlogging entails never, ever, ever showing your kids, never, ever, ever talking about their actual medical issues, okay? So, what I think would be an okay version of this would be like, oh, hey, I'm very upset because my baby's sick, and we are making sure that we take him or her to the hospital, and we are doing everything that we can to get treatment. We will update you guys when they are feeling better. And you never ever show your kids. You never ever ever show your children. You can talk about your experience and how it makes you feel. Don't talk about exactly what your kids are going through, all of their diagnoses, everything that's going on in the hospital. Why should everybody in your viewership know that your baby girl's oxygen levels get low when she's sick? That's something that should be between you, your husband, and your child's doctor. Not you, your husband, your child's doctor, and the entire freaking rest of the world. You stupid, crazy bitch.
Rating between 82 and 85, so we panicked, called our pediatrician. We're literally coming straight from the hospital to the pediatrician. My mom's going to meet us there, and there's like a 99% chance she's going to be admitted to the hospital tonight, so we're going to fight to get her at the hospital that Beckham is at, and I literally just don't even know what's going on, so...
It is almost...
So why is she updating us on all of this? Like, this is none of anybody's business but their families. And you know what? Let's just skip ahead a little bit, because this poor little girl.
We're basically 100% positive that she's going to go to the hospital, but we'll let you know. Treatment to do at home. She did one of the treatments in the doctor's office. We didn't see like a What, baby? Oh my gosh, they had Pringles! Yay!
Yeah.
Big wallet.
And look how good this is that I got
Oh
you.
my
Oh
lord.
my goodness.
I'm gonna give you this one at home, and you can have these right now. It's your orange Pringle. They're your favorite, okay? And then when we get home, I'm gonna give you this big one. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll handle this.
Are you excited, Sissy?
Or you can hold them in your lap. There you go. I'm gonna go back in and get your medicine, and I'll give you this when we get home.
Obviously, you guys saw how intense last night was. We ended up taking Blakely to the pediatrician, who then sent us with an albuterol treatment to do at home. She did one of the treatments in the doctor's office. We didn't see
Why are you telling us what the treatments are? Why are you telling us what medications your daughter is on now? This is a literal child, and you are sharing all of their medical information with the entire general public. What if they grow up and don't want this information out online? And you've already done this. And why are you doing it in a vlog form so that you are literally making money off of your children being sick? That is absolutely disgusting. As a human being, you should be disgusted with yourself, let alone as a mother. You evil, evil, evil bitch.
like a massive difference in our oxygen, but he was like, you know what, go home, try another treatment. So we actually brought it here at home. Blakely did phenomenal, especially after barfing in the parking lot because she hated the medicine we had to give her so badly. Hunter and I just felt awful.
Just tells the entire world, oh, Blakely did amazing, especially after barfing in the parking lot. Like, after she took the medicine, like, I'm pretty sure that that's something when your daughter gets, like, she's not going to want the whole world to know about every time she throws up, every time she goes to the bathroom. Do you know how harsh this is going to be on your kid when she gets older? Because the entire world knows every single time she pukes, every single time that she has a dump, every single time that she gets sick, every single time that anything happens to her. How many views again? At least 4,000 and 4.1 thousand people are definitely going to be checking in for updates because there's 4.1 thousand likes, or 191,000 views. So 120. So let's just assume that nobody's rewatching this. 191,000 people now know every time that your daughter has gotten sick. They now know every single time that your daughter or son has had an accident, every single time that they have, like, thrown up, every time anything that has happened in your kid's life. 191,000 strangers now know every single detail of your children's everything. Just because you wanted to make money off of what? You're literally monetizing from your children being sick and having to be in the hospital. Do you know how bad of a parent you would have to be in order? And I am so fucking sick of all of the goddamn idiots. Like, oh, it's for awareness. It's for awareness. Fucking excuse me. This is not for awareness. If this was if this was actually for awareness, you would be doing it in a different way that is not deprecating to your children. If this was for awareness, you would be doing this in a way that is not going to completely make your kids embarrassed and put absolutely all of their information out there and expose their images to creeps on the internet. To be completely honest, I don't believe that you love your children if you do any of that. I really don't. I sincerely believe that absolutely every single one of these family vloggers that actually shows their kids and literally gives out every single one of the details of their children's lives and all of their medical information and absolutely everything, these people don't love their kids. They really don't. They do not give a fuck about their own children. The only thing that they give a single of a quarter of an iota of a shit about is money. And their ugly ass fucking fake looking false eyelashes that literally make them look like a fucking haunted ass porcelain doll. Dumb bitch.
We were obviously a little bit emotionally burnt from the day because we had just spent the whole...
Oh yeah, you're emotionally burnt from the day because you just spent the whole day at the hospital. You fucking dumb. You are so stupid. You are not emotionally invested in any of this at all. You do not give a fuck about your kids. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a family vlogger. End of fucking story, Ruby Frankie.
Whole day at the hospital with Becca.
They're all the same. I'm sorry, but they really are. In my mind, there is no such thing as a family vlogger that has the audacity to put their children online who is absolutely any different than Ruby Frankie. If you are putting your children on camera, if you are giving out every single stitch of your kids' medical information, if you are literally showing every single second of their lives on camera, you are absolutely no different than Ruby Frankie. Because I can guarantee that you are inflicting weird, fucked up trauma on those kids behind the scenes, as soon as the camera's turned off. I can guarantee it. Because that's what happens with every single family fucking vlog channel. They are evil, little, horrible, nasty, disgusting little beings. I swear to God, in my personal opinion, every single person who has a family vlog channel that shows their children on their family vlog channel instead of just talking about their experience, guess what? I'm pretty sure that they're all like full-on narcissists. Like they have no goddamn emotion. They do not give a fuck about a single goddamn thing other than themselves and the way that they look. That's it. That's it. They give a shit about two things, their image and themselves. That's all.
We come home and our other precious little thing is obviously not feeling good, really struggling to breathe. In her neck, you could literally see it going in and out very, very tightly. She was jigsawing with this.
And if you were a real mother, even thinking about your child in that sort of a medical condition, in that sort of like turmoil, because that is a literal sort of physical turmoil, as a mother, even thinking about that, you would not be able to be this collected with yourself if you even gave a single shit about your children. You do not care about your kids. Honestly, I'm starting to think that you literally took Blakely somewhere you literally took her somewhere where you knew that there were other sick children, hoping that she was going to get a cold so that you could do this whole fucking crazy video. I swear to God, I know it. Evil, evil, evil human, evil. I can't even call her human. Evil, evil, evil being.
Tummy, but the doctor told us, like, let's go home, do another albuterol treatment, and if it doesn't help, then make a decision on whether you want to go to the hospital or not. Hunter and I have definitely learned that we would so much rather be safe than sorry when it comes to our kids. So when she was still really struggling to breathe and it just didn't seem like the albuterol was working, Hunter packed up and he went last night with Blakely to Primary Children's Hospital, which is exactly where Beckham is. My preference was definitely that both kids ended up at the same hospital. Grandpa is amazing. He stayed overnight with Beckham. Hunter is amazing. He stayed overnight with Blakely because she did get admitted because...
So, where were you? So, your husband and the grandpa stayed at the hospital with the kids. The fuck were you doing, bitch?
Her oxygen was 79. I've never seen it be that low. Usually it's in the 80s when it's really low. So that's obviously very stressful. They're doing an x-ray of her chest. I slept at our house last night. It is 8:30 this morning. I'm getting everything gathered to take up to the hospital. I'm going to bring a few of Blakely's favorite like little sketch pads so that she has something to do and distract her. I also got a second
Once again, if you were even a remotely decent mother, you would not be leaving your child's side while they are sick like that. I'm sorry, but you fucking wouldn't. You would send your husband home to go collect the things. That's just my opinion, though.
diaper bag full of diapers, wipes, snacks, a change of clothes for Blakely. So we can leave that in Blakely's room. They're actually on the same floor. And then I obviously got my stuff together. I'm just bringing a water bottle, some snacks for Hunter and I, a couple cans of energy drinks from Bucked Up. And we are just going to head up, see what is going on. Hopefully Beckham gets discharged today. And then we'll have to kind of see where Blakely is at. Probably depends on how the x-ray comes back. But I know they're really, really strict with oxygen. I think she has to be above 95 for like 12 hours before they'll let us go. So here's to hoping both of my little kiddos can make it home as soon as possible and they get healthy really, really quick. We just got up to the hospital. We are waiting for Blakely's food to be delivered. I also went and saw Beckham. So I am actually just in Blakely's room.
Can you tell your friends I'm at the hospital
Yeah.
for a long time?
Yep, I'll let you tell them too. We're just waiting on our food to get here. Hunter went to go get him and I food, and then I'm gonna go back and be with Beckham. But I wanted to come say hi to Blakely really quick. Grandpa is with Beckham, so neither kid is alone, but Hunter and I are just gonna kind of balance between the two. And I actually heard that Hunter got a lot of footage last night, which was so sweet of him. He was with Blakely literally.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's what she's worried about? I also heard that Hunter got a lot of footage last night. Why the fuck was he filming? Your children are in the hospital. Why are you filming right now? Your daughter is right there in bed sick. Put the fucking camera down.
All night. They didn't get admitted until like the middle of the night. So I'm going to insert that footage for you guys right here, and then I will let Blakely tell you about her night.
What did you ask?
I said, I got surgery.
You're not getting surgery, no. We're just getting some oxygen.
I don't want oxygen.
Oh, got it. Okay, we'll see what they say. I love you so much.
Say the doctor and say, Doctor, I'm getting surgery, and say, and the doctor will say no or yes.
Okay, yep, okay. So really, truly, don't ask me how this is possible. We have been in the hospital room all day. He is working really, really hard and is on oxygen and can't break a 90.
Why are you constantly filming your baby? Take the camera off your child. I hate
He has
it.
a steroid, albuterol. They're really concerned about how much she's retracting, breathing through her neck and diaphragm. We're starting an hour-long breathing treatment, and then we're going to do x-rays.
Oh my God,
she's
take the
amazing.
camera
She's being
off your
such a
child.
sweetheart. Like, her temperament is incredible.
Take the
She's
camera off your
handling her
child.
breathing tube really well, but I'm super concerned. And that's what I said.
Why are you still filming your baby? Take the camera off your child. Right now, you evil man. This is exploitation.
To the doctors, because this is our third hospital visit in 7 months, and they're all saying she has to be pre-asthmatic. Nothing else really makes sense, and that she could outgrow it, and that it doesn't have to be genetic. So, anyways,
I
I'll
hate
keep
this.
you guys energy. I do want to keep you guys informed.
Oh, now he turns the camera around. How long was the camera on that little girl? That's my fucking question. How long did you have the camera turned on to that little girl? While she's in a hospital bed. What the fuck, dude? Half of the face of evil. For fuck's sakes. This is just awful. What the hell? What kind of horrible human being? I don't like the idea of showing kids, okay? It hurts my soul.
This vlogging and this data and footage for myself as well, for whenever she grows up and for her to watch, kind of give the details as I get them so that I can regurgitate as much information as I remember. Okay, so she was just diagnosed with asthma. Mild asthma is her category right now. They've changed the way they categorize has asthma. It used to be like exercise induced or allergy induced. Now it's just mild, moderate, and severe, or mild, moderate, and critical, something like that. Forgive me if I'm off a little bit, but those are more or less the categories. So she has mild asthma. The reason that's actually a good thing is because now we can give her preventive medication. I just said preventive like 3 or 4 different times because I'm stumbling on my words so badly. But preventive medications and take some.
Stop telling us.
Or when you
Stop telling us what medications your children are on, okay? This is absolutely horrifying. What the hell is wrong with you people? Why are you continually not only showing your children on camera, but talking about their medical conditions on camera, talking about literally every single detail of their medical conditions, of their medical history, everything that is going on? You are literally exploiting your children, you evil piece of shit. You evil, evil, evil prick. Ugh. I need coffee, I need coffee, I need coffee to keep myself calm, because if I don't get coffee to keep myself calm, I'm gonna want to jump through the screen and punch this idiot in the face.
do come VR, it's something a little more. I have a system. Her brother
Just go ahead a little
is
bit.
at home to help prevent this, and she was just diagnosed with asthma.
So she has asthma.
Or yes. And you can say, I can have ice cream.
What?
Such bad memory.
Aw, she's so sweet.
What did you say?
I said, that and you can say, I can have ice cream. The doctor said, no or yes. And then the doctor said, no, that's okay. But I could have ice cream later.
You're so cute. So if the doctor says no ice cream, it's okay, but we'll have ice cream later.
This is the most adorable, sweet little girl on the face of the earth, and she deserves so much better than to have a camera shoved in her face constantly. Like, this little girl is so sweet. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but personally, every single child ever deserves so much better than to have cameras shoved in their face every second of every day of their life and have all of their information about every single thing that they do every single day shared to the world, to the general public, for anyone in the entire world to see it. That's what's happening here. And yes, she looks happy. She looks like she's, but still, she said this isn't right. And when these kids grow up, everything about their childhood is just going to be public knowledge. And I can't even imagine. And anything that could possibly be happening, like behind the scenes, she could be being told to act that way.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said that.
You're being such a camper.
Don't you give me a surprise?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Can't take this off my sticker.
Not yet. That'll hurt.
Stop filming your child sleeping to put on YouTube, you evil man.
Little shield.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I just can't. I really can't. Like, my heart is absolutely breaking for these kids. Just the fact that they are being put on the internet for anyone to see, and every teeny tiny little piece of information that they have in their entire young adult lives, in their entire like childhood, in their like toddlerhood, in their babyhood, everything, it's just put directly on to the internet for public view. And that's a scary thought, okay? Like, I probably watch way too much true crime, but this is a scary thought for me. We cannot all sit here and pretend that this is okay for any type of reason. I do not give a singular shit if people are trying to put this under the stupid facade of, oh, we're raising awareness. Raising awareness for what? The fact that you're a fucking dick face? Because I'm sorry, that is the absolute only excuse that I can even think about coming up with for you literally exploiting your disabled child, your disabled son, and your asthmatic daughter, and like throwing up every single tiny medical complication that they ever have in every single fucking accident, every single bathroom accident that they ever have, anything that ever happens. It's all documented for the general public. That is messed up. That's completely fucking messed up. At least they're fully clothed most of the time, I think. I don't know. I don't really want to watch all of their videos because I'm afraid to. I am fully afraid to completely do a deep dive. But I can say, what I think right now, this is what I'm thinking right now, these kids deserve better. And I sincerely believe that to be a valid thing to say. This poor baby.
Hey friends, I spit in my mouth in the little sheet last time, and I was sitting in the chair with Daddy and spit out of my mouth too.
So then what happened?
Oh.
Matilda.
Did you have to go to the hospital? Yeah, did you have to get some oxygen in your nose?
Why are you making your toddler sit there in front of a camera in the hospital bed and explain what's going on? What the fuck are you?
Are you so brave like Beckham?
Feed me like a baby.
Okay, I'll feed you like a baby.
Can you take a picture of my food?
It's sad that she has to ask her mother to do that because she is a baby. She is a baby. Her mom should be still trying to feed her. Oh my gosh. I sincerely hope that when this little girl grows up that she understands and realizes that up until she's like far too old for it, her mama should be trying to feed her like a baby and baby her and treat her like the sweetest little thing on earth. But she doesn't understand that right now because she's still a baby and she's not receiving that. She literally feels like she has to ask for it. That's a sin. That's awful. That is horrific.
Yeah, of course. Who do you miss?
Daddy and Doctor.
Daddy and Doctor. What about Mommy?
Daddy, Mommy, and I love Daddy, Doctor, and Beckham.
What about Mommy?
No, Mommy. No. Daddy is.
Oh! Oh! The fact that was her response. I love Daddy and Doctor and Beckham. Oh, what about Mommy? No, Mommy's bad. Okay, excuse me, Miss Rachel Hughes, have you ever stopped to think that the reason that your daughter says that is because she doesn't seem to like having a camera shoved in her face constantly? And she's literally not, it's like, I would have an attitude like that too, especially when I was little. Oh, hell yeah. I was the sassiest little brat on fudging earth.
Yes, Daddy and the Doctor says yes, and Baba says yes.
What? You little stinker.
Okay.
Oh, her little coughs. I feel so bad.
I want to do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting better.
Oh yeah.
Me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Poor little girl.
Good counting.
Hey, tell your friends I spit out of my mouth on the little block this week last time.
Yeah, you did spit out of your mouth last night, huh? On the black on the road.
Do that. Say that.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty bad when this toddler has a better understanding of what is okay to put on, what is and is not okay to put on the internet than her mother does. Literally, this little baby is communicating not very well, but I can figure out that she is communicating, I don't want this on the internet. I don't want everyone to know this. When she says all your friends, she means when she says that to her mom, tell all your friends, she means tell all your subscribers. Because that's what's going on here. 230,000 subscribers. And she is continually showing this little girl's medical information. That is awful. That is absolutely horrible, and I am exiting out of this. Because, Rachel Hughes recently put up a YouTube video where her son could have very easily, avoidably not fallen down the stairs by either having up a baby gate or simply closing the fucking door that is right beside the staircase. However, she decided to not only leave the doorway open when she has a 4-year-old in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy just kind of racing around in a wheelchair, but she also doesn't have a baby gate put up beside that stairwell so that her 4-year-old in the wheelchair doesn't go down the stairs and barrel roll down them head first. Now that we are a little bit caught up and we know exactly what fucking happened, let's see what her response was to this.
Course of events. I'm not going to be sharing every detail. Just know that him going down the stairs was literally no one's fault. It was nobody's fault. It was a freak accident. If you want to speculate, I promise it will be a waste of time. It was nobody's fault. It was...
Why do you feel the need to continually say, it was nobody's fault, it was nobody's fault, it was nobody's fault? That literally shows me that somebody is at fault. There is somebody, there's a reason that it happened, and obviously somebody's at fault. And I cannot begin to think, I cannot even begin to say how damning what I think is going on actually is, because if what I think is going on here, then this is very, very serious, and I think that anyone and everybody should be calling CPS anyway. But if what I think is going on, I believe that CPS is either should be or is hopefully going to be in the picture with this one, because now I don't have any proof for this. I don't have any real evidence other than a simple pattern. Just a pattern. And the pattern is that all of her videos that get the most views are all of the ones where her children are in some type of physical distress. So they are either in a type of physical pain where one of their illnesses and or some type of cold or virus is severely close to, like, they're having some serious issues due to some colds or something, or they get really badly bruised or injured in some way, like they get literally like bodily injured, not sick, injured. Now, those two types of videos are the two types of videos that this woman gets the most views on, which is why I think she's over here like, oh no, it's nobody's fault, it's nobody's fault. I think it's her fault. I think she literally set all of that up on purpose, knowing that her kid was going to fall down the stairs. and that she was going to be able to get views off it because she's an evil piece of fucking shit. But that's just what I think. There's absolutely, like, that's literally just what I think. There's no proof for that. There's no way that I can prove that. That's just what I think. And I'm not going to say that that's what happened. I'm going to say that I think that happened because it's a speculation. I really don't give a fuck.
Horrible and awful and not something we could have prevented or predicted.
It is something you could have prevented with a fucking baby gate. You dumb bitch.
To say, when he went over the stairs, the basement stairs are unfinished. There is a landing in the middle. He was bleeding profusely immediately.
Close the door. Maybe, just maybe, close the fucking basement door. Close the basement door, put a baby gate up, absolutely anything other than, leave it wide open so that your child can just topple face first down the fucking stairs. And let me just look. There is absolutely no tears. What is with the fake fucking crying? The goddamn crocodile tears. Literal fucking crocodile tears. There is absolutely no moisture coming out of this woman's eyes at all. And why the hell is it? If she is so fucking distraught, this is the worst fucking acting I've ever seen. If she is actually so distraught, why the hell is she up in here with a full ass pat down and giant goddamn butterfly wing fucking eyelashes put on? Because I'm sorry, but if you are actually concerned about your child at all, first off, you are actually going to be a visible fucking in the middle of a mental breakdown mess. For one, I can visibly tell that you are not actually distraught and you're just fucking acting. For two, if you are actually that concerned about your child's welfare after they literally did a fucking head dive down the basement stairs, most likely onto concrete, the last thing that you're going to worry about before you if you are going to do some sort of an update before you turn the camera on is doing a full ass pat down and taking 35 goddamn minutes to glue on eyelashes. Do you know how long it takes to put on eyelashes? There's a reason I don't do it. And it feels weird, like it literally makes my eyelids itchy. But that's not the point. Do you know how long it takes for women to do their makeup? And and how much effort and concentration that it takes for a woman to do her makeup. If I am even remotely a little bit upset, I can't even think about putting on my lipstick, let alone a full ass like foundation, bronzer, highlighter, eyeshadow, mascara over top of the frickin' eyelashes, clear coat lipstick with a gloss cover. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do all that. I am not going to be emotionally okay enough to even think about doing my makeup. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't. There is not a singular okay parent on this earth that is going to be this composed looking. Even if they are acting like that, she looks so fucking composed, and it's fake. Everything about this woman is fake. She doesn't give a shit about her children, because if she gave a shit about her fucking children, then she would not be, one, putting them online, and two, doing fake crocodile fucking tears to do an apology video. Why the hell is she doing an apology video? Because her son fell down the stairs. If it was actually avoidable, just be at the fucking hospital with your son, you evil bitch. Don't make videos on YouTube about it. Actually show some concern for your child instead of fake crying on camera, because that's what this is. It's fake. If it wasn't completely fucking fake, first off, your eyes would be wet. Stupid.
It was more blood than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my gosh, she's
immediately
literally trying to make herself cry. There is
even
no.
though I probably should have left him.
What'd she say?
It was more blood than I've ever seen in my entire life. I immediately got him out of his wheelchair, even though I probably should have left him because of a potential head or neck injury, but I don't think any mother in the world would have.
No, and any mother in the world would have immediately ran to call 911 and then gone to check on her child. And because most mothers are literally know about head and neck injuries and back injuries, at least I would hope so. When their child falls down the stairs and the place is covered with blood like that, you don't fucking touch them. I don't know if I have no idea if this is like a common knowledge thing. I used to be a nanny, and this is something that you learn in high school. If somebody has an obvious back, neck, or head injury, don't touch them. You learn that in grade 7 in fucking high school. Instinct, like, that is literally supposed to be an instinctual thing. You see if they're responsive and you don't touch them. That is quite literally Logic 101. And I completely understand when you are in a panic like that. It is action first, think later. But at the same time, typically your first action is, oh my God, I need to call an ambulance. I need to get an EMT to my child as soon as possible so that they can get him immediately professional medical help and immediately take him to a doctor. Is that really not everybody else's first fucking thought, or am I just some sort of anomaly?
It was just my natural instinct to pick him up. The scariest part was that he wasn't making noise until I got him.
Of course he wasn't making noise. He literally did a fucking swan dive with a wheelchair attached to his ass down the basement stairs onto cement. Do you know how harsh a head injury like that is? What kind of mother are you?
Now and then.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be judging this harshly, but what the fuck? I can't stand her. I literally can't, and the fact that I can't stand her, every single thing that she does is gonna make me want to punch her.
He started crying, which brought me a lot of peace. Blakely was actually FaceTiming Hunter on the iPad, and so he heard me screaming and yelling to call 911. And so Hunter, who I actually thought was at work, was 30 seconds away from our house because he was coming home unexpectedly, which was such a miracle. He flew in the door 30 seconds after the accident, already on the phone with 911. At the course of events, I'm not going to be sharing every detail. Just know that him going down the stairs was literally no one's fault. It was nobody's fault. It was a freak accident. If you want to speculate, I promise it will be a
freak accident caused by negligent parenting and both not closing the basement door and not having a baby gate up. Literally, all you have to do is close and lock your basement. Is that really that fucking difficult? It's called a completely preventable accident. Could have been prevented. You didn't prevent it because you were neglecting your kid. End of story.